So it's the 17th of March, and that means the next story in the Arkham Horror Dunwich Legacy cycle is released. Well, yesterday anyway. I was a bit busy with work, so I wasn't able to put this up. But I thought I'd go over a different format this time, and hopefully it'll work better, so let me know what you think. Anyhow, the entire pack comes with 12 new player cards, and you can see it's a nice mixture of 2 for every colour roughly, and you can see that there are some new neutral cards that have a keyword called permanent, and that just means that they begin in play, which is good for what they are. Some of the more notable cards that I think are in the pack are Bandolier, Art Student, I'm Out of Here, Shriveling, and Hypnotic Gaze. However, there is one that isn't pictured called Stand Together, which is a zero-cost blue event, which actually has 3 experience pips in it. So it doesn't cost much to play, but it costs a bit to get. And Stand Together reads, choose another investigator at your location. Both you and that investigator draw 2 cards and gain 2 resources. So that's nice. As for the other ones, Bandolier seems pretty good, as it gives you another hand space or additional hand slot. The only downside or drawback is it has to be used for a weapon. Now, that doesn't seem so bad. If I'm holding a shotgun, I can sling the shotgun and pull out my knife. Or I can have a one-use only item times 2 and a renewable one. So, for example, I am playing Zoe and I like to use the machete, but then I can have a gun or a knife or something just in my offhands because I can grow a third hand, or in this case, put it on my belt. The Art Student seems like a good way of just forcing discovering clues, and plus with 2 sanity on her, you can just dump damage. It should be noted that the Bandolier actually has like 1 health, which seems alright, I guess, at a pinch if I want to buffer, but that's okay. I'm Out of Here is also kind of just nice because you don't lose if you quit, and I find that that's really difficult to explain to newer players, that resigning doesn't mean you lose. Especially in the starter box, where they might be coming from other games and have very little understanding of how things will react depending on the actions taken previously. So I like to always say that resigning isn't losing, it's just running away. And that's exactly what's pictured in I'm Out of Here. It's resign, you get the hell out of here, which is a nice little bit of flavor text. As for the purpley colour, we've got Hypnotic Gaze and Shriveling. Now, Shriveling we've seen before in the core box. It's just an upgraded version with 3 experience pips and a similar enough ability, just, toned up. Whereas Hypnotic Gaze basically is just cancel an attack and then reveal one of the symbol chits, and if it is a symbol and not a number, the attacking enemy will damage itself. Note that if you reveal an Elder Sign symbol, that one isn't included. But that's okay. It's also fast, which is just nice if you're about to, get killed and just be like, no, okay, cool, no. Something else that I noticed when I was going through this is, and this is specific to the scenario presented of the Express, that there are 4 copies of a weakness. Now, the actual scenario says put them out of play. They're going to come in sometime. I haven't played the scenario yet. I like to keep it a surprise. I don't know exactly how they'll come in. They'll come in at some point. However, there are 4 copies, which is fine. 4 players, whatever. The only thing is, the numbers in the actual pack skip from 20 to 24. And you can see that there's the number, and I've even highlighted it for you. All 4 of those cards are numbered 20 out of 36, instead of 20, 21, 22, 23. And then one of the Mythos decks is the beginning at 24, and the train locations end at 19. So I know it's a minor typo, but I was like, oh wait, am I missing cards? Oh no, they've just used the same card 4 times instead of changing the number. Because I cracked open a pack that I picked up at the same time for a friend of mine and had a quick look and then quickly closed it back up and saw that it was the exact same thing, which was fine. It's just like, okay, sure.
Now these are the encounter sets that you'll be using. The one furthest on the left, which is the little choo-choo train picture. I really think that there should have been like a little puff of smoke coming out, but you can only get so detailed in these. The little train is the unique one to this pack, but you can see that of the other 4 of the 5, there's a nice little split between the core box and the Dunwich Legacy expansion. You'll also be required, like I said before, to take those 4 weaknesses and put them aside somewhere else and keep them for later.
Now, as for the setup, you will have multiple engine cars, and you will be asked to pick one of the 3 at random. There are 8 train cars. You'll be asked to pick 6 of the 8 at random and set it up like so, with the act and agenda and your little scenario reference card above them somewhere. Now, you won't have any of these turned face up except for the one furthest on the left, but because they are random, I haven't turned it face up here, which is fine. You will begin on the furthest to the left train car, and you won't be able to move right until you've actually started gathering the clues entirely from the previous train car. So it can mean that while you're trying to advance, because the face-up first player card does say advance when you reach the engine car, so not much of a surprise, I've got to keep moving. You can get stuck and just bogged down, which can be a bit of a problem. But, like I said, I haven't played it yet. I don't know what any of the train cars are because I sleeve face down, so we'll see.